This man is a legend. He is iconic. He spans 4.5 decades of entertainment, stage, screen, television, and directing.
Just name it. I'm going to do it.
That's it.
I'll pull the curtain, I'll turn on the lights.
He is the utility man, the ultimate. Mr. Ted Lange. Mr. Lange, even though I'm a senior myself, I have to refer to you as Mr. Sir to give you that respect.
Listen,
because you deserve that, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
We're going to talk about a little bit about your past. There's so many things, as we talked about earlier, about you a lot of people don't know. They think you just did Love Boat, you know? Yeah. But you have a myriad of projects, and your face and footprints and handprints have been on so many things on television and Hollywood, and people don't know. And I want this to be a teaching moment, especially for the young folks out there, okay, that don't know who you are. Because I know who you are.
Okay, thank
I
you.
see, you know, like I told you, you kind of crossed the bridge from blaxploitation to television. And a lot of people don't know you were in some of those early films. Some of the early films were our greatest action stars. The Richard Roundtrees, Thelma's Rassellas, Jim Brown. Yeah.
And his real name is Jack Crowder. See, people don't know that. I know that. I knew Jack.
Yeah. So you have that insight and you have that info, and I want it all.
You got it. Just ask a question and I'll answer it.
Okay.
And it'll be the first time it'll be honest.
Oh, here we go.
Tell him, Ted.
All right, everybody, get your popcorn, put your seatbelts on. We're going to do this. Okay, a little quick background of you. Where were you born, sir?
Oh, I was born in Oakland, California. Yeah, you got a lot of Bay Area people. And that's really wonderful to see. But I grew up in Oakland. I went to Oakland Technical High School. When I graduated high school, I crossed the bay to San Francisco, and I started I didn't start, but I was part of a startup program for the first integrated Shakespeare company in San Francisco. It was so new that they called it the New Shakespeare Company. I played Romeo at 18. And I used to tell people that one of my first auditions was for Romeo, and I got the part. And I would tell people that was because of my acting. And then we did a reunion some years later, and I was talking about that. I said, you know, I was 18, auditioned for Romeo and Juliet, and I got the part on the first audition. And one of the other members of the company said, Ted, don't you remember the other actors that were auditioning for Romeo? I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, you were 18. They were 30. There was no competition because Romeo was a kid. So I wasn't as good as I thought I was, but I still got the gig.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, look, I want to jump around a little bit. Again, a lot of people sort of, you know, connect you to Love Boat.
Right.
But you were on That's My Mama before Love Boat. Okay? And it's kind of interesting. And then before That's My Mama, you did a lot of those, again, the blaxploitation movies that you were in.
Friday Foster, I did, what was the other one? I did one with Mel Stewart. It became, it was an Iceberg Slim movie. And I'm trying to think, I can't remember the name of it right now, because they changed it. Anyway, it'll come back to me. But yeah, I did a lot of those movies where I was a pimp in Friday Foster, I was a pimp in the Iceberg Slim. Anytime they needed a pimp, they called.
This is Isaac. This is Isaac now. Pimping. Yeah, what's going on? What's up? What's up, baby?
And you know what? I did In the Heat of the Night. With Carol O'Connor. And I played a guy married to 5 women. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So, the Double Con. That's what the movie became known as, the Double Con. Yeah.
And just going forward a little bit, you were in a lot of the '90s sitcom, like Martin. You know, a few of those.
Guest
appearances.
Did guest appearances in a lot of different. You know, that's when you hustle. I used to go out and hustle, and I would go over to All in the Family and sit there in the audience and go backstage and meet people. Good Times,
right? You on there?
When that was going on. So the idea, it's the game has changed. And you have to change with the game. But when I first got in it, you had to do the hustle. You know, you really had to try to get up so that people knew who you were, and then they would call you. Yeah. So that's the era I came out of. It's changed a lot since then. Now you can go on YouTube where you can get a platform, you know, and so it's a little bit different. But the idea is to persevere. That's the idea, persevere.
I noticed, looking up your biography and stuff, when they did the remakes for The Love Boat, the made-for-television ones, one of them you directed?
No. Not
what was the series that you did, like?
But I did direct Love Boats, yes. I didn't do the remakes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did a lot of television directing, and here's the key, the perseverance part. I went to the American Film Institute, and the first year I was the golden guy. And then the second year, some politics went down and they tried to blacklist me. Okay? So I wasn't going to be able to make a movie because there was one particular person in the administration that didn't care for me. And I'll never forget that they gave me my script, told me it wasn't an AFI film, and to leave.
Wow.
And I didn't. I sat there and I looked at the guy and I said, no. So what do you mean? And I just said, why do you hate black folks? Because I was the only black guy at the time at AFI. And he was giving me a hard time. Now, he was giving Ted a hard time, but it looked like he was giving black folks a hard time.
Right.
So, you know how they say, play that card?
Play it.
Play that card. And so we worked out a deal for me to make my film on tape. And from that, I could then make a film. And I had Jane Kennedy. You remember Jane Kennedy? Yeah! Jane Kennedy was in my very first film. And then when they gave me the go-ahead, I added Glenn Turman and Art Evans. That's like the three of us. And we're still friends to this day.
Yes.
Still friends to this day. So yeah, the trick is, if they're giving you a no, you have to figure out something else.
Yes.
That's the real key. You know, how do I get what I need out of this? And if you have to play the card, play the card. That's all I got to say.
So what's on the horizon for you, Ted? Because you're not going to stop.
No, I got a couple of things. I got a new play that I just wrote for Ben Vereen. You know Ben Vereen?
Yeah.
Ben Vereen and Glenn Turman. It's a 2-person show, theater piece. It's about 2 elderly actors, and it's called I Don't Remember That. The guy said, hey, you remember when we did it? The guy goes, I don't remember that. And the other guy said, yeah, but you remember when we did it? And another guy goes, no, I don't remember that. So it's about, and it kind of gives a history on being black in show business, okay? And it's called I Don't Remember. So I'm working on that. That's the play that I'm writing. I'm getting ready to direct Inherit the Wind in Syracuse, New York in February. And then in March, I'm acting in the play I'm Not Rappaport.
Okay.
And it's about two elderly guys, a white guy, Jewish guy, and a black guy. And then the young girl is going to be played. So it's me and Fred Grandy, Isaac and Gopher. And then we got a spot for Jill, who played the daughter, Vicky. The three of us are going to be on the stage. It'll be the first time in about 30 years that we've all been together.
That is amazing. How can your fans reach out to you and up and coming folks who want to look at you as a role model?
Well, I don't have any, platform or anything. I am on Facebook.
Okay.
But I'm very wary of friends, because I was, you know how you click on yes. I clicked on yes, and some little high school kid locked me out of my Facebook. And I had to start all over again. So just keep your ear to the grindstone. You'll find I'll pop up somewhere, like here. Just like
Exactly. Well, it's an honor for you to be here, and I'm glad your person met you. And I wish you the best, and God bless.
Thank you very much.
Ted Lange, everybody. Ted Lange, legendary Ted